Okay, we're actually going to go back to this one. This is the first one we looked at. Whenever we looked at it, we couldn't find that vertex. So we're going to go ahead and take care of this one without the use of finding the vertex because we simply can't. What we're going to do first, like I asked, please make your A, your B, and your C. My A is 4, my B is also 4, and my C is -1. We are now going to use the equation to find H and K. To find H, we are going to use the axis of symmetry. My axis of symmetry is x equals -b over 2a. So my H is also -b over 2a. It's the same thing. So let's find my H. H is equal to, my B value is 4. I put it in parentheses. Please put in parentheses. And then on the bottom I have 2 times A. Put parentheses first. And I'll pull that 4 down in there. Let's go ahead and not use the calculator. If you want to, alpha y equals, you can plug that in. It'll pop out the answer for you. Let's go ahead and do it ourselves. Negative times 4 is going to be -4. 2 times 4 is 8. -4 divided by 8 is going to be -1/2. So my H value is equal to -1/2. What am I going to do with that? Well, I'm going to plug that back into here. To plug that back in, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy all of this. To find my K now, because I'm going to plug in H for my X, I do 4, I'm going to do parentheses, plus 4 parentheses, -1. 1/2. -1 over 2 in there, -1 over 2 in there. I'll be honest, I'm not too worried about y'all being able to do this by hand. So let's just show me, well, let's just do it, let's do it with the calculator. So we're in the calculator, we're going to go ahead and do 4 and open our parentheses. We have to do alpha y equals, enter, -1. Again, if it's negative, we use the white negative on bottom. 2 parentheses, and then we're going to square it. And then we're going to do plus 4 parentheses, and we're going to do another alpha y equals, and we're going to put -1/2 in there again. Close those parentheses off and subtract 1. We press enter and we get -2. So my K is equal to -2. So let's look at this number. If my vertex is HK, that means my vertex here is -1/2. Okay, -2. That's my vertex. Let's look at that and compare that to our table. What is the number? This is where my vertex would fall. It's in between there. Well, that makes sense. -1/2. -1/2 falls in between. Oh, I'm sorry. My vertex falls in between these two right here. Symmetric pairs here. Vertex would fall in the middle. -1/2 would be in the middle of those. So that makes sense. That's why this is -1/2. That's why we couldn't see it in the table. It was between my integers here. You possibly could have adjusted the step on here to 1/2 and seen it, but again, it's more important for you to know how to do it by hand. So now I have my A, my H, and the K. So let's go ahead and write those out. A, H, and K. My A I get from my original equation. My A value up here is 4. My H is -1/2, and my K is -2. Let's simply go ahead and fill that in. F of x is equal to, A is 4. It says x minus h, so that's going to be plus 1/2 squared minus 2. All done for us.